The exhibition High Tension is grouping 8 artists from France, and they have in common to have received a very important prize in France, which is the Marcel Duchamp Prize, which has been created 17 years ago and which has now every year selected 4 artists, among which one has been decided as the winner of the prize. And I selected in this list 8 artists that I thought would be interesting to show together in China and in the Red Brick Museum. I call the exhibition High Tension as a sort of logo, as a way to identify the project, and of course each artist has his identity, has his personality, his own language. But I thought that to try to identify the exhibition, it would be good to have a very strong name, a strong title. And under the name High Tension, in French at least, there are several meanings which go with the high pressure, which go with energy, which go with electricity. And I think this is a theme that can relate to many works of the artists today. What is for sure is that I try to select with of course, the agreement of the artist and with discussion with the artist. I try to select works which had a very strong monumentality, large installations, taking in consideration the space of the Red Brick Museum, which is a very impressive space, very, very strong, very large. And I thought that to be in connection with that space, I needed to select works of a certain importance, visual importance. So some works are films, some works are sculptures, some works are a dispersion of different works, but I think they all fit quite well in the space. I had to take into consideration that space to select the works with the artist. With one exception, which was Tatiana Trouvé, who was shown here last year, but the other artists did not know the space, so I had to explain to them, and we selected works that have the quality, the capacity to use in the best possible sense the monumentality of the space. Even if one of those artists was chosen each year as the winner, I thought all the artists are to be considered, and some of them, in fact, who were not the winners of the prize, have been extremely successful in their projects, in the diffusion of their works. An interesting retrospective for the Chinese public, who maybe doesn't know all of the artists, has not always a good information about what has been and what is today the Marcel Duchamp Prize. And with all these documents, I think it will be worth a visit to go to the Red Brick Art Museum. So I must say I had a lot of pleasure and excitement to work with the Red Brick Museum. It was I visited the museum before, of course, to get the space and to talk with Mr. Yan and to understand what could be the exhibition in that museum, which is it's rare to see a space which is so monumental. Usually art spaces are smaller, and it's very challenging to use a space of that kind.